Welcome to
StoryWoven, the podcast
where we celebrate the unique
narratives that
connect us all.
Here at Community-Based Services,
We have over 4 decades
of walking alongside individuals
of all abilities
and their loved ones through life's transitions.
We have learned
that every story matters,
And sharing them
isn't just inspiring,
it's how we build empathy,
break down barriers,
and feel connected, which is vital
for understanding the importance
of our own challenges and triumphs. Each week, we'll dive
to
into
real conversations
with individuals,
parents,
supporters,
educators,
and advocates.
reminding us that we're in this together.
Thank you
So much for
tuning in.
the stories we share here. May we weave them together. In this heartfelt episode of StoryWoven, guest host John Harrison sits down with Jen and her mother Kristen to talk about community, personal growth, creativity, and navigating life after high school with confidence and authenticity. Jen shares how joining the CBS Dayhab programs helped her feel accepted and connected through creative activities like art and scrapbooking. She opens up about her passions for voice acting, puppetry, singing, and storytelling, while also discussing the importance of friendships, family support, and staying true to herself. Kristen offers a powerful parent perspective on raising a child with special needs, emphasizing patience, trust, and following your instincts when making life decisions. She reflects on how choosing the right supportive community transformed Jen's confidence and happiness. Welcome to the StoryWoven podcast. My name is John Harrison. I'll be your host. And today we have Kristen and Jen. Want to introduce yourselves?
My name is Jen. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Poughkeepsie, New York.
And I am Jen's mom, Kristen. And I won't tell you how old I am. And I'm also from Poughkeepsie, New York.
Very nice. All right. So we'll start off with our first question. What does community mean to you?
To me, community means getting together and relating to the same topic. When I joined CBS, that was when I felt most connected to that community. I feel like I'm accepted.
So was there a time or a feeling when you felt most connected to the CBS community?
When I joined there.
Okay. Any activities that you do here that you really enjoy that makes you feel part of the group?
I like doing art there because I get to express my creative side.
When you think about your life, what story do you wish people knew about you?
I wish that people knew that I could do voice acting and making characters.
Wow, that's really interesting. We'll have to get you to do that more often.
Yes.
So, Kristen, how about yourself? What story are you eager to share?
You know, having a child or anybody with special needs takes a lot of patience and a lot of work, and it's worth the effort, and that you really have to go with your gut. And when you feel like a program is a great fit, no matter what teachers tell you or anybody, you have to go with your gut and you have to try it. If we would have listened to the people that were supposed to guide us through high school, they said this would not have been a good fit for Jen. And we would have lost this wonderful opportunity for her to be here and be so happy. And she just looks forward to coming here every single day and just being part of all these fantastic people.
So, describe a time or a challenge for you and what helped you to persevere or overcome that challenge.
A challenge that I had was waiting to graduate high school. My sister had graduated high school a month before me, but I overcame that by distracting myself. How did I do that, you ask? I hung out with my friends and did art.
That's awesome. So that kind of adds to what you like to do now, right? You like to do art.
Specifically scrapbooking.
Oh, that's a cool. That might be an idea for a class in the future. That's a great idea. So how about yourself, Mom?
Like just following what you feel is best for your child, you know, and just trying different things because you're never going to know unless you try it. So it's important.
So what is the most valuable lesson that Jen has taught you?
The most valuable lesson, just that she's just so kind and she just wants to help people all the time, you know, and she just wants to be part of a group and be appreciated, feel like she's included. and growing up a lot in different schools, she always didn't feel that way. She always didn't have a lot of friends. We always kind of taught her it's quality, not really quantity. So just to be the good person that you are and just focus on the people that make you happy and that want to be with you. She's really good at bringing people up, and keeping them happy. And it's just great to see all the time. She's so happy.
Oh, that's great. So, Jen, is there anything your mom's taught you that really sticks with you?
She's taught me a lot of things.
Like, if there was a lesson that you learned from mom, what would be the most important lesson?
Work hard for what you got.
That's a good lesson. All right. So we'll go back to Kristen for a moment. What is your hope for your future and that of Jen?
I would love to see Jen continue at CBS and get involved in more programs. Who knows, maybe someday she could be one of the staff, and that would be wonderful.
So how about you, Jen? Do you have any hope for your future?
I hope that I would be a voice actress or working on the set of Sesame Street as a puppeteer.
Have you ever heard of Foley before?
No.
So Foley is the people, everything you see on television and in movies, you aren't hearing what's actually being video recorded. So everything you hear, every noise you hear, every voice you hear is recorded in a studio.
Oh.
So like every footstep in the snow, that's actually someone crunching like paper.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So there's a few of those in this area. So that might be something we could reach out and maybe you could see if they do voice acting stuff too. That'd be cool. So what advice would you give to a family that's just starting on this journey after like high school, as you put it?
Go make some friends and just let your true self sparkle.
That is awesome advice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And just try everything that you can and see what's going to be the best fit. You have to try it. Jen did some vocational work, right, when you were in high school, and you love that. So we're hoping that CBS gets that back into the program, where she can do a job coach type of experience, but just try a ton of different things, right? And see what makes you happy, because that's what it's all about.
That's really wonderful advice. Thank you. What does success look like to you?
Success is basically working hard for what you got.
How about you, Mom? What do you think about, what does success for Jen look like?
Success is, when she gives something 100%, right? Because she's really, really into it. Anything that Jen puts her mind to and that makes her happy is a success for her. And there's little milestones, whether it be, I did my hair by myself today, I picked out my clothes by myself today, I set the table and nobody asked me to do it, just all these little things that she can do on her own that make her feel like an adult and a success,
It's really great. So, Jen, who or what has been a large part of the happiness and success that you've had in your journey so far?
My family and my friends and my boyfriend, Alex.
Very important. Is there a next chapter in your story that you're excited to create?
Definitely voice acting.
Okay, so you really want to try that?
Yes.
All right, that's an awesome idea. How about you, Kristen?
Well, Jen also has a sewing machine at home, and she would love to get a little bit more involved with that. And you've also talked about maybe doing something like an Etsy thing, right? Where you create things and then you can share it with people and see if they're interested in it, right?
Communicating better.
Communicating better. I think you communicate pretty well, honestly, but we always strive to do better, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your family and their support. Talk about your sister, your mom, whoever else is in your family that gives you some support.
My sister and my dad have been really supportive as well. And
there are certain things you like to do with each one of them, right?
Yes,
What do you like to do with Dad?
I like to go on errands with my dad. I call it older sibling only trips because he was the oldest sibling in his family and I'm the oldest sibling in my family. So,
oh, that's awesome. What kind of errands do you do?
Whether it be grocery shopping or getting gas or getting milk from Stewart's.
Are you the patient one when it comes to the grocery shopping and the shopping?
Yes, but sometimes I like to walk around with my sister. and point out some products that I think are cool or ridiculous.
So you go shopping with your sister a lot, or?
Yes, well, not as often as I want to. Like, just to look around, not to buy anything.
I hear that. Yeah, it's a lot easier to look than to purchase.
Yes.
All right. So, can you share a story about a time you felt really supported or included while you're here in our program?
I actually have a different program that I went to. Can I mention that?
That's fine.
When I joined a new therapy group, I truly felt included because the girls at the group have some of the same personalities as I do. And the program is called It's a Girls Thing.
That's awesome. So you have a community beyond here, right?
Yes.
That's a really great thing. So, not just having your day program, right? But also having, you said it was
a social group.
You're reaching out, you're participating in different things. That's really great. How about you, Kristen? Can you tell me about a time that you heard about, perhaps something that you came home with that really made you feel like that warm and fuzzy feeling?
Well, a perfect example was it last week or 2 weeks ago when everyone's like, oh, Jen should come out to dinner with us on Monday, right? And you texted me and asked if it was all right. So they're always including her in the extra activities and supporting her when she does karaoke, and always encouraging her if she does something art related. She's got a very good friend, Kristen, that's part of the program. He's very supportive of Jen. Really, everybody is. I mean, you just always hear good things, and that's how she comes home every day, with that big smile on her face.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Yes, it's wonderful. Yep.
So is there any particular experience that changed the trajectory of your life?
Well, I think starting this program changed it because, people were pushing college. This was a better fit for Jen. So there's no doubt that starting the program at CBS, was a good way to change her life in a positive direction.
Agree or disagree?
I agree wholeheartedly.
At least once a week I hear, I'm so glad I'm not in school anymore.
I understand that feeling. What's your hope for the future? Do you hope to go to college at some point?
Nope.
What if there was a cool scrapbooking degree?
I still would not do it.
What if there was a voice acting class?
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe. You had me on that. Can I also say a hope for my sister?
Yeah, why not?
I hope that my sister is a very successful history teacher, and I know she will be.
Well, I come from a family of teachers, so I feel everybody's pain in that profession. I would love to see Jen take some classes that interest her, but maybe if there's something for the sewing machine, or she's really good at signing. She's taught herself a lot with books. And where did you first learn how to sign?
Middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So if she did something like that, a class here and there that really piques her interest as she gets older.
So that's really awesome. Well, I'm really happy to see, Jen, that you have such a great, supportive family network, right? And the boyfriend, obviously. And it's really great to see that you have all of that. So it really shows how much of a community that you have. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about, or?
No, this was a lot of fun, and it was nice that they asked us to be part of it, right, Jen?
I really appreciate the time, and I'm sorry you had to wait so long for the setup.
No,
but,
that's okay.
You made it pretty quick.
Right.
So, all right, well, thanks a lot.
We hope you enjoyed this conversation and found it planting seeds somewhere in your own story. Overcoming challenges, defining success through personal milestones, exploring future goals, and encouraging others to try new opportunities without fear. Here at StoryWoven, these kinds of conversations highlight the value of inclusion, creativity, emotional support systems, and building meaningful relationships that help people thrive. We aim to offer these pathways and potentials through our myriad programs and hope you continue to stay with us as our podcast story unfolds and explore each of our CBS programs and where they may help to serve your own journey, your own story, and its weaving. Till next time.